The Pittsburgh Steelers place TJ Watt on the injured reserve and sign an outside linebacker from the Tennessee Titans practice squad to the 53-man roster. Hello and welcome to your latest episode of your Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate with me, your host, Britsburgh Owen, speaking to you here in the UK, your voice from across the pond, your UK Steelers view. Well, guys, today it was reported by Brooke Pryor of ESPN, well-known Steelers beat writer, that the Pittsburgh Steelers have placed superstar defensive player of the year, TJ Watt, on the injured reserve. It is believed that Watt will miss about 6 weeks before he is able to return to the 53-man roster. The minimum time he must stay on the injured reserve, of course, is 4 weeks. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers have today said that even though they won't have TJ Watt for a minimum of 4 games, it doesn't mean they're going to scrap their entire defensive game plan, which is obviously a benefit given how well the defense played on Sunday against their AFC North Division rivals, the Cincinnati Bengals. Terrell Austin, Pittsburgh Steelers defensive coordinator, spoke today about this move of putting Watt onto the injured reserve. This is what he had to say. It's going to change because he's not there, defensive coordinator Terrell Austin said Thursday. Obviously, everybody knows what he does really well, which is a lot of things, but I think structurally we're going to remain the same. So Austin obviously has faith in the players coming into the lineup to replace him, that they can step up and they can fill a void that is left by TJ Watt. Obviously not as well as TJ Watt, as even Mike Tomlin suggested in his Tuesday press conference, but certainly he puts high hopes on the likes of Alex Highsmith and Malik Reed, and obviously the new signing as well, which I'll get to later in this video, so hang on if you want to find out about this new signing and his stats. Austin went on to say the following. He then said, "We're going to do the things that we think are good, that are sound fundamentally. We know we may not get the type of production TJ had, but if we get good, solid varsity players, we're going to be fine." And I think that's one thing we've got to hold on to. You know, as long as Malik Reed and Alex Highsmith can produce what they term as solid varsity performances, the Steelers defense will be just fine. TJ Watt is a freak, obviously. He is from a different planet. He is an outstanding player. And obviously he's going to be missed, but to try and replace him is impossible. There is no one out there that can replace the best player on the planet on the NFL defense. So in terms of what Terrell Austin is saying, he is 100% correct. The Steelers have officially placed Watt on the injured reserve Thursday morning today, which obviously rules him out for those minimums, like I said, of 4 games. Now, what obviously it was good news about TJ Watt earlier in the week, that he has not suffered a full tear of the muscle or tendon, so therefore does not need season-ending surgery. And the suggestion is from a lot of sources, including Adam Schefter, Brooke Pryor, Tom Pelissero, Ian Rappaport, that it will be within 6 weeks or a maximum of 6 weeks that Watt will return to the Pittsburgh Steelers lineup. This is a huge lift for the Steelers, as the fear obviously was on Sunday that Watt would be gone for the entire season. Now, obviously, the Pittsburgh Steelers, that created a space on the 53-man roster for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, rather than promote somebody from the practice squad like Delonte Scott or Ryan Anderson, who they signed to the practice squad the other day from the Washington Commanders, they decided to sign another player. And that player is a guy called, and I'm going to massacre this guy's name, David Anea. Now, he came from the Titans practice squad. Anea was at the University of Houston during his college career, and he was an undrafted free agent to the Titans practice squad. His top performance came in his last 2 years in Houston, where he had 17 total tackles one season, with 1 pass defense, 4.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. And in 2021, he had a total of 30 tackles, breaking down as 16 solos, 14 assisted, 2 passes defensed, 5 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. In his career in college, he had a total of 99 total tackles, breaking down as 58 solo, 41 assisted, 7 passes defense, 20.5 sacks, and 4 forced fumbles. The Steelers feel that Anea, I can't say the guy's name, I do apologize for that, will provide useful depth behind Jameer Jones. This gives the Steelers outside linebacker room Alex Highsmith, Malik Reed, the guy they traded for from Denver. Now that trade looks very smart now by Omar Khan, given this injury to TJ Watt. Jameer Jones, and now this new guy, David Ania from the Tennessee Titans practice squad. He was signed as an undrafted free agent in May, and he finished the preseason with 3 sacks for the Titans. So the Steelers obviously have hopes that this guy can come in and do a job as a depth piece for them in these next couple of games. However, if he does not work out, the Steelers can always bring in the likes of Delonte Scott or Ryan Anderson. Ryan Anderson, who is a former Alabama college graduate who did very well as well during his time in Alabama. So Steelers have options there. Now, certainly the hope is that Malik Reed can step up and not fill TJ Watt's shoes, but do a good enough job that the loss of Watt is not massively felt. It will be felt, of course it will, when you lose a player like that, the same way the Rams would feel it if they lost Aaron Donald, for example. So having Malik Reed there and Alex Highsmith as your starting outside linebackers will be a great benefit. And the signing of this guy from the Tennessee Titans, David Anaya, will be a decent signing for the Steelers to add depth. But they do have options on their practice squad. If he doesn't work out, they can move him down to the practice squad, cut him all together, and always promote Delonte Scott or Ryan Anderson to the full squad. Well, guys, that's the news. So TJ Watt has been placed on IR. This will be a minimum of 4 weeks before he can return. Maximum, obviously, the Steelers are looking at is 6 weeks before his return. And this signing, we wish him all the best and say welcome to the Berg, David Anaya, and obviously welcome to the Berg, Ryan Anderson as well. We wish you all the best in your time with our Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you for watching the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. And if you've not yet subscribed, please hit that sub and ring that notification bell and come and join the Syndicate family. Thanks for watching. I've been Britsburgh Owen. It's been a pleasure to speak to you. Here we go, Steelers. Come on!